this weekend, D23.
Yes, just a
It's
couple
that
weeks
time of year again.
after we've had Comic-Con. We're now going to D23. It's all happening.
So, as with San Diego Comic-Con, let's discuss what we think we're going to get. Obviously, there will be no DC news.
No, shockingly.
It'll be Marvel and Disney, Marvel and Star Wars, rather.
Yeah.
I mean, there will be Disney news, but we don't care about that.
Yeah, we'll be focused on the important stuff.
So, let's have a little chat about what we think we might get, what we're hoping to get, and go from there.
Now, I feel like this is a bit easier now we've had Comic-Con, because we know what we got. We've seen what we got from that. We know what we kind of hoped maybe for that we didn't get. So, do you want to start with Marvel or Star Wars?
Let's start with Marvel.
Okay. I am pretty certain we're going to see something from Daredevil.
Yes. What I've predicted here is a Daredevil release date.
Yeah,
and I've got an extended wish of a teaser trailer or trailer.
I was kind of similar. Like, I expect a date, and I'd like a teaser, even if it's just like a very, very short, like first look teaser. I think something. I think we're pretty safe in expecting something like that, considering we know it's wrapped and everything. So
yeah. Next up, something I'm very confident we're going to get.
Okay.
An Agatha second trailer.
Oh, I completely forgot about Agatha. Yeah.
Because we've already had the first trailer, and I'm pretty sure we have a release date already. Let me just double check that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, no, I think you're right. We definitely should get an Agatha second trailer then.
Release date. Yeah, it's due to come out 18th September.
Oh, okay.
So
then, yeah,
we're like a month away. I'd be amazed if we don't get an extended / second trailer.
Yeah, agreed. I'd completely forgot about Agatha. Yeah, but yeah.
Next up is one I think a lot of people have forgotten about.
Okay.
Wonder Man.
So I mentioned that for San Diego Comic-Con prediction.
Yes. But this is a show, so it's more likely to be held for D23.
True.
We know it's wrapped filming. We know there is basically no hype around it. It would make a lot of sense for Disney to, even if it's not coming out till early next year, to just kind of go, here's a trailer, here's a release date, start getting excited for this.
Yeah, or some more like first look images, or something just to build some hype.
Because I assume Wonder Man will be sitting under spotlight, whereas Daredevil and Agatha, I don't think will sit under spotlight.
That sort of fits it. I put down, I expect we'll get some sort of official new spotlight, like what's next for the spotlight, which obviously then could be Wonder Man thinking about it. So yeah, I think you're right there. Spider-Man Homecoming in the animated realm.
Oh, freshman year or whatever.
Freshman year, sorry, not Homecoming.
I can't even remember what
it keeps changing its name.
Yeah, all I've got written down
the animated
here is
Spider-Man
animation update. I don't know what their roadmap's looking like. I know they've said they're only looking to do 1 or 2 animated projects a year. And the expectation was we're getting the next season of X-Men 97 next year.
Yeah.
Eyes of Wakanda is due to come out soon. I think that's due the end of this year, maybe.
Yeah.
So it could be Eyes of Wakanda trailer.
True.
And then these are the release dates for Spider-Man and X-Men 97 season 2.
Yeah, we know we've got another What If season coming.
Yes, we do. The last one came out last Christmas, so they might go, that's coming this Christmas.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they announce another What If. Also, going back to shows, because we still don't know if it's a film or a show, Armor Wars.
Yeah, I can't remember what the most up-to-date rumour on that is. I think the rumour is that it's now a film. But I don't know. Without getting an updated timeline like we were hoping for at San Diego Comic-Con, it's really confusing.
I think we might get the updated slate at D23, because now if they've announced a few of the shows, that kind of has announced a few things they can then go. Because if they'd done a slate, it would have maybe spoiled things for D23.
So what I kind of put was some kind of roadmap for Disney Plus content for 2025. I don't know if we'll get more than that, but we can probably use that to fill in the gaps of the MCU slate a little bit.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do an MCU slate.
Like one, because with the amount of changes to stuff, it would be nice to know what's actually happening.
Because you've also got to think Disney's going to want to try and get some attention on D23. Like, keeping the MCU slate for their own thing is a good way to be like, oh, this got announced at D23.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I'm expecting kind of Daredevil, Agatha, Wonder Man, and then maybe Eyes of Wakanda, What If, X-Men 97, and Spider-Man. They would be the things I'd expect. Not all of them, but that is the pool that I'm most likely to see. Anything outside of that Marvel-wise would be a surprise to me.
I have one very grand wish that is probably not going to happen. A Marvel Visions. So like we love from Star Wars, where they get the different studios get to do their own art style. And I've said it for a while, I want a Marvel version of that. I'd love if they announced that, but I don't think they will. But
I would lose my mind. You know how badly I want that with some of the really cool characters Marvel has to offer.
You could do a really fun one with Aardman, get them back again.
Yeah. But like, especially when we know the X-Men aren't going to be really, really utilised for a few more years in the MCU. Yeah. And the array of powers that X-Men have, you could absolutely give an anime studio gambit and just go have some fun.
Well, here's the thing. It's like, people have loved X-Men 97. People do enjoy the What If series. Like, Marvel's Visions helps fit into that. It's a far-fetched wish, but you never know. We might get surprised.
I've got a feeling we wouldn't get Marvel Visions until they're done with What If.
Probably right, yeah.
Because that's more likely to end up being one show together.
Yeah.
But let's go on to some Star Wars predictions. Now, I've only got two, but I'm also not as deep
I've got a few.
Star Wars versus you.
Go on, what's your main one? Oh, well.
Okay. Main one, I think this is basically guaranteed, is the Skeleton Crew trailer.
Yeah, so that's on my list as well. I think
I'd be shocked if we don't get that.
Yeah, I think that's definitely going to get shown. We got a couple of new photos or whatever, first looks the other week. It wasn't at San Diego Comic-Con. I reckon maybe a teaser, and then I should really look up when the next Star Wars celebration is.
That's normally earlier in the year, so I imagine that'll be March next year?
Yeah, but 2025 April.
There you go.
Is the next one, and Skeleton Crew's out way before then.
It's out before the end of the year.
Yeah, so okay, then I wouldn't be surprised if we get a full-on trailer then.
Yeah, I'd be amazed if we don't get a Skeleton Crew trailer.
I think we get maybe some details on Andor Season 2.
That's my other prediction, Andor Season 2 update. And part of that's prediction, part of that is if they don't give me an update on Season 2 of Andor, I might start tearing hair out.
No, I think there's a solid chance that we get some info on Andor Season 2. So my other things, I would be surprised if we don't get a first look at the Mando and Grogu film.
When's that due to come out? Is that 2026 or 2025?
I want to say it's next year, 2025.
2026 film.
Okay. But I wouldn't be surprised if they show something or some discussion around it.
Scheduled to enter production this year. Do you know what the big problem with that film is? Pedro Pascal has got his finger in a lot of pies at the minute.
But it doesn't matter for Mando because he's got. Remember, nowadays with all the helmet on, he actually just does the voice. He doesn't actually on set filming much.
I get that, but it's just like I don't know if they would have because some of the earlier bits will still need him, and there will no doubt be a scene where he does take his helmet off in the film.
Well, yeah,
there is no way in 2026 we're getting a feature-length film where the main superstar, and Pedro Pascal is now an A-list actor, doesn't show his face.
Here's the thing. He's at the Marvel Studios. It's probably round the corner now from the Star Wars one. So it's like...
if we get a shot in Mando and Grogu of
Pedro
Pascal with the fucking Reed Richards white lines in his hair, I'm going to crack up laughing.
Someone, like, or like he forgot to shave the mustache off or something.
Yeah, it's gonna be brilliant.
Um,
but yeah, it'd be nice to get an update on that at least, even if it's just like some concept.
Yeah, well, Mando, and then also like far-fetched, but maybe I think this is more likely to get saved for a Star Wars celebration. Would be some info on the Rey film and some info on the Dawn of Jedi, but I think that is Star Wars celebration stuff.
Yeah,
because Mando's so strongly tied with Disney Plus, whereas the other ones are not.
They're straight up films. They're not connected so much. Yeah, I agree.
Also, something on Ahsoka season 2 maybe would be nice. We know they've been deep in the writing and storyboarding, even if it's just this is the new the person we've casted to replace thingy for Bale and Skull.
Yeah,
like some info on new castings, how like where they're at maybe with the story. Then in the animated world, these are all I don't know, but I think we get something animated announced. I think most likely it's another Visions
season 3. I mean,
yeah,
we will be there.
They've done well. Obviously, similar to the Marvel, I have the flip. I'd love a Star Wars What If. I've said that before. I think if they're going to go do anything to continue the Clone Wars series, I said this during Bad Batch, I think the next step in that story is to follow Captain Rex. If they're going to announce anything, it'd be pretty fucking cool if they announced, oh yeah, we're doing an animated Captain Rex story that fills the gap between the end of Bad Batch and into.
So here's the thing. Star Wars animation, I will be very happy with another Visions. I'll be happy if they announce like the next Tales of spin-off or whatever. But as fun as them anthologies are, I like an ongoing series. And Star Wars animation is so good in that regard. I'm going to be quite upset if they don't at least confirm they're working on the next ongoing one.
Yeah. I mean, I'd love a Captain Rex just for like a season or two. I feel like that's the only thing they've got left that bridges the gap in the story. I think I would love for them to start a whole new, like, Acolyte is delving a bit into a different time period. People do enjoy it. I would love an animated series that's way back in like the Sith Empire.
Yeah.
Give us a taste of that in animated. You can have a lot of fun with it. We've always said animated is great for showing off the Force and lightsaber duels. It could be really fun. I don't know if they do, but
yeah, I completely agree. The only other thing I've got down, games. We got Star Wars Outlaws coming out at the end of the month.
Yeah.
We didn't get updates other than Marvel Rivals at San Diego Comic-Con.
True.
And I'm pretty sure, don't quote me, that Marvel Rivals said they also had more to show us at D23.
Wouldn't surprise me then.
So I think we're getting more from Marvel Rivals at D23. But I think we're also... I'm hoping also to get the last bit of marketing for Star Wars Outlaws. There is a Fortnite and Disney coalition update. I don't know what that's going to be about, but there is one. And I would like to get another update on the Captain America Black Panther World War II game.
Yeah.
Because I need it.
Yeah, no, I think there's obviously the Fortnite thing. I saw that was announced, which I imagine is going to go into a bit more detail about what they're doing together.
Yes. Because they gave them like $1 billion for something.
Yeah. I think Marvel Rivals, maybe they announced like a proper open beta or something.
That'd be good.
Cool.
Or just a full release would be great.
Yeah, that. But yeah, I think something like to do with the Black Panther game would be cool. So just some game stuff would be nice, yeah.
Yeah, just let us know what you're working on. Disney have said they want to treat the game space with a bit more love, so give us something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is D23.
Find out next week if we're correct.
Yeah, I mean, by the time this has come out, you'll know some of if we're correct or not, because it starts on Friday.
True.
Hopefully we've smashed it out of the park, but we will wait and see.